Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to our second week of English 101. Can you believe the snow out there? It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. I was not expecting this. So hopefully you all are staying warm and safe at home as much as you can while this works itself out of its system. This week, as with all weeks, I'm going to post a little weekly overview video on every Monday. I'm going to talk to you about the calendar. I'm going to talk to you about what kind of things we're going to look at in class versus what we're going to do online, and try and answer some of those frequently asked questions. Because today we kind of declared a snow day, I'm also going to attach the recorded lecture that I would have delivered in class as a part of the announcement as well. So do make sure to watch that recorded lecture so that you're all caught up and we can continue our very excellent forward momentum. So this week we are going to be getting into some of the background information about Agatha Christie's book Murder on the Orient Express. Hopefully you already have that book and you've already read the first couple chapters. Yes, good. We should have read the first 5 chapters to be specific. Do make sure that you have those 5 chapters read by Tuesday because you do have to answer some questions about about those first 5 chapters. So today, the recorded lecture is about Agatha Christie and murder mystery as a genre of writing, making some academic connections, talking about some literary elements, those kind of things. So that recorded lecture is available for you in the modules tab, and I'll also attach it to this announcement so it's all in one nice convenient spot for you. That's the lecture we would have had in class today, so do make sure to watch it. Tomorrow you're going to want to look through the PowerPoint on the Lindbergh tragedy. This is the real-life case that inspired Agatha Christie to write her Murder on the Orient Express novel. Really, really interesting case that never super got solved. Like, they found a scapegoat, but, like, their evidence was really bad. And so he probably didn't do it. But also they killed him. So we'll never know. So check that out. It's very interesting. And then answer the Murder on the Orient Express questions for chapters 1 through 5. You're going to be answering those online as an assignment. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about close reading strategies in class, which is very fun. We'll get to practice some of those close reading strategies. So do bring your books to class, physical class. On the 13th, we're going to practice some close reading strategies with our books, with our classmates. So make sure you're ready for that. And if you are choosing, because our class is a very flexible in-class meeting, if you're choosing instead to join us online, there are the recorded lectures for the close reading strategies in the modules tab as well. On Thursday, you're going to watch the recorded lecture on murder mystery tropes. A trope is a repeated pattern that happens so often within a certain genre that it's just considered normal for that genre. So a trope is kind of like an archetype, if you're familiar with those from potentially past English classes. Archetypes are characters who recur in stories. So like a hero is an archetype. Most stories will have a hero. The villain is an archetype. Most stories will have one of those. A trope is a plot point that happens bunches of times. So like in murder mystery, when people joke the butler did it, that's because it's a trope because the butler did it so many times, right? So check out the murder mystery tropes PowerPoint, really interesting stuff in the modules tab for you there in Project 1 folder. And then your homework over the weekend is to work on reading more of Murder on the Orient Express. We're going to be reading chapters 6 through 8 there as we go into next week. So lots of good stuff coming our way. Just to recap, bring your book to class on Wednesday if you come with us, and make sure to stay up to date on all of the recorded lectures. All of those are located in the modules tab if we go to our class. Also, I have a big dog who thinks it's a lap dog. This is Gem. She's very lovey. Sorry. Her brother Scout also thinks that he needs to be a part of this, but he's too fat to get up on the chair. Poor guy. So if you click on the modules tab, he's on a diet. He's fine. He's a very happy dog. So what? You want to show off too? This is Scout. Hi, Scout. So here's the Project 1 folder. Murder Not Muck Duck, we're talking about today. Here's the recorded lecture from that. Also a video clip from a really awesome show called Drunk History. It's on Comedy Central. What they do basically is they find an expert in a historical topic. So in this case, they found an expert on Agatha Christie. And they get that expert really, really, really drunk. And then they make the expert tell them everything they know about Agatha Christie. And then they hire actors to act out the stuff the drunk person told them, which is even more funny than it sounds. It is all fact-checked, so it is all correct, but it's also hilarious. And it's a little bit of background historically about Agatha Christie and her own weird mystery that she created in her own life. So fun stuff there. Wednesday, our close reading strategy lecture is posted here. If you're not going to be able to join us physically in class, do make sure to watch that recorded lecture. We've got our murder mystery tropes and our Lindbergh tragedy PowerPoint there as well. So all of that's there for you. Do remember that we've got all these supporting materials as well. What you may find most helpful right now is the vocabulary and French language guide. As you're reading through the book, if anything seems unfamiliar, check out this guide. It should be able to help you out quite a bit. And that's where we're headed with this week. I will see most of you folks on Wednesday. Make sure to keep up with your readings and assignments online, and we'll touch base again soon. As always, reach out if you have any questions, and stay warm and safe out there.